Welcome back. With the tax deadline fast approaching, just a few more days left, there are some common mistakes a lot of people tend to make when it comes to filing their tax returns. We're here with Kurtis Pearson with Compass Financial. Kurt, there are some mistakes that a lot of people tend to make. Tell us about those.
Well, it's kind of a reflection of our human nature, because when we have a deadline that's fast approaching, we get to scrambling, we take shortcuts, and pretty soon we have some mistakes. Some of the basic ones that the IRS tells us about are people often forget to put their Social Security numbers right on their tax return, and of course that will get it kicked right back to you. Forgetting to sign the tax return, making basic math errors on the tax return, and also using the wrong form, like using a 1040 form when you could have gotten by with a 1040 EZ form, is what I'm told are some of the more common mistakes.
A lot of people, I understand, also, in addition to being error prone, they also kind of forget the basic point of a tax return and maybe forget some of the things they're entitled to.
Well, yeah, and that certain items are reported to the IRS from independent sources, and so if you tend to forget some of those line items, again, that will solicit a nice letter from the IRS down the road. So you want to make sure that you don't get caught up in this whole scrambling for the deadline. If you have the capability of doing so, you might actually want to file an extension so that you have a little bit more time. At the very least, if you want to get it in under the deadline, have another set of eyes look it over, or if you're using one of the tax software programs, make sure you go through every little red flag that they kick up so that you're taking care of some of these basic issues.
All right, and last question, because it is quickly approaching, I should say. What happens if you can't get it done on time? What should you do?
Well, there are extensions that can be filed, and so you need to meet with a tax preparer or someone that knows how to get that accomplished. Of course, we always refer people out to the IRS website. I think it's irs.gov, where they can look over their options and see exactly what they can do to buy themselves a little bit more time. Next year, hopefully, you learn your lesson, you start a little bit earlier in the process, so you make sure you get all those deductions in and you're really doing a good job with it.
All right, Kurtis Pearson with Compass Financial. If you would like to talk with Kurt, you can reach him at 327-1020 or CompassIowa.com. Thank you, Kurt.